Hello and welcome back to more Slave of Spire. We are now going to be doing the Silent, a deadly huntress from the Thorns. Eradicates foes with daggers and poisons. Those are the two primary archetypes. Obviously there are various infinite and funny stuff things. Her starter relic is Ring of the Snake. At the start of each combat, draw 2 additional cards. It's very nice. Make certain that your first round can be pretty effective. Let's go for maybe a smaller build. We'll remove one of each of our basic cards. Lost a bit of max HP, but yeah. Okay. Might want to go up here. Yeah, I think I like that path. The left path is also pretty decent, though. It gives us a good amount of question marks, 2 elites, and a shop. Now let's go this route. It gives us the option of a shop, and we can also find them in the various question markers. Because of their curl-ups, it wouldn't have mattered if we did again. One of the star cards for this Silent is Neutralize, which applies Weak, which reduces their attack. Just going to take that one out. This one is just increasing attack. Alrighty. Riddle with Holes is decent, especially with some poison builds. Yeah, we're going to try that. It will give us at least a source of big damage. Yeah, let's do that. Especially since we're on a low one, having a curse that we can easily do. And let's trade Riddle with Holes for something. Gosh, we're just changing out everything. Full damage, because Cultist is just doing its ritual this time. We're going to play Survivor. Gives us 8 block, but we have to discard a card. Silent has discard synergies and stuff. Neutralize, attack, defend. And we'll take them out this turn. Caca! Ooh, Infinite Blades is a fun one. These two are both pretty good for Shiv stuff, but you want to get this after you have Shivs. Yeah, let's go for an Infinite Blades. We didn't even do many powers last time, so it should be pretty fun to show. Okay, so we're going to Neutralize. Let's double defend and Infinite Blades, which will start giving us free Shivs all the time. Save 4 damage, exhaust card, throw away the doubt, and just attack. We'll remove the doubt as soon as we can at either a event or a shop, because it just is a dead draw and not easy. Just short. I probably should have just defended so I didn't take the 1 point damage, but since we have the Blood Vial, it doesn't really matter. Essence of Steel, that's very nice. So we can do Cloak and Dagger. Bane is useful for poison stuff, which we don't have, but I think we're going to do Cloak and Dagger just so that we can show off more Shivs. The Dagger Spray is also really good for AoE damage. Cloak and Dagger is nice because it gives you a free Shiv with a better defense. Acid Slime is a fun enemy which splits at half HP, so makes you think carefully about winning how you want to split it. I actually should have discarded a defend and gotten an extra attack. Yeah, it will split at 34 HP. Gosh, we keep getting the doubt without our Survivor. That's annoying. Keeps making us weak when it really comes in to hurt us. So one thing that the slime will do is it adds these slime cards to our hand, which costs a mana to burn out, otherwise they just keep throwing. We're gonna split him right here, not at a great amount because of the weaken that he's been applying to us, but it is something. Now they have 2 attacks, which is where it gets annoying, and we could literally not get our Survivor with the doubt, which is very, very sad. Let's just defend. that slime. Still taking no damage. Yeah, we're gonna need to... Getting the shivs is nice, but since we are being weakened, it's really kind of annoying to play through. So we'll need to remove that doubt as soon as we can. Gosh, we cannot get it with our survivor to save our lives. We're just permanently weakened. Attack, attack, get rid of the slime. And shit. There we go. Dagger spray would definitely be nice. Blur is also really good. Acts as a one-turn barricade. We're gonna grab the dagger spray though, because we're having damage issues. We're gonna go here and take up to... Oh, well, we have a merchant, so we don't need to go that way. This is so fun. But we don't have really the powers yet. Need to remove doubt. Choke is really not a good card, but it's a fun one to build around because it is really incentivized by shivs. Just gonna grab that and the Ancient Reset. Leg Sweep is honestly the better option. Good defense, good application of weak, but it just is fun to show off builds which don't really work in higher higher ascension runs. These beasts, when you kill them, they apply vulnerable. We just did, so we'll want to try to kill this one faster. It deals a lot of extra damage, which I'd rather not take. Got a good amount of defense. It does have a chance to strike within itself, which it is doing. Choke, attack. Ooh, Blade Dance is really good for the choke, because lots of cards get played. Sneaky Strike is good for discard stuff. Kind of. It's still really hard because you need it well set up. Yeah, let's upgrade some skills. That was the defense. I was hoping for the Blade Dance that we get a extra shiv, and the Cloak and Dagger, which also gives us another shiv. They are really important upgrades. So this is a fun event. You can keep searching, and that chance would be an elite, which we unluckily got the first time. You can get some money and various things from it. Gotta get that shiv going, because skills against him just make him stronger. Let's drink that potion. We're gonna choke, gonna shiv. We're gonna use a Blade Dance because we just need the extra damage coming across. And I honestly don't want to take damage, so we're gonna also drink our Plated Armor Potion, which is a very odd thing to be able to drink, but, you know, as long as it works. And we have just enough blood to protect this. And down he goes. We got the strawberry, raise our max HP by 7, back to normal. Catalyst is really good for poison stuff. If I had found any poison cards before, this would be really good. Doubling the enemy's poison, because it deals damage equal to the poison and then decreases by 1 at end of that. It's really powerful. But we are doing shift stuff, it would seem. Too bad we didn't go by any rest sites to get some earlier upgrades. I'm just gonna defend. The choke is still more efficient than than doing 2 strikes because of its damage and the extra damage afterwards. Dagger spray, slightly better, though every enemy we've been fighting has had weakened stuff. Very odd. Shiv. Ah, 1 health. Darn it. Take him out. Okay, Finisher is really good for shivs. You do a lot of attacks, and it's multiplied by the number of cards you play. Anger of the Mushrooms. Gotta fight some funky beasts. Alrighty, Cloak and Dagger. And defend. Now we need to make certain we have extra damage coming. Losing that little bit of HP isn't that bad. Okay, so we go shiv, strike, and then finisher for 4. Lots of damage. And we are permanently vulnerable, effectively, because this fight isn't going to go that long, really. And down it goes. On Mushroom, when vulnerable, we only take 25% rather than 50% more attack. Power Potion gives us a random potion to use. I don't want to take a second choke because that interferes with other things. Such as itself, we can't really play 2 chokes in a turn, so it's not so great. Let's get the Infinite Blades going, because without being able to play many skills, it's very... Oh, we should have drank the Power Potion first. Envenom is a really nice thing with this kind of thing. With lots of small attacks, it applies 1 poison for each one. So with 4 attacks, it now has 4 poison. It'll take 4 poison at the start of its turn, reduces to 3. Very nice. Now it's up to 7. We will defend because he's only going to live 1 more turn. And we just end, and he dies to the poison. It's a very fun way to get. Question card. We get an extra card to choose from in future screens. Die 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 is a really fun one. Leg Sweep is really good. I want to get the Die Die Die. It's rarer, but honestly we should have more defense options. There. And I love being weakened. It's so much fun. And down it goes. What a piece of weakened guy. What a space. Trying to reduce our health and not doing terribly great. Yeah, we got him here. Okay, Essence of Steel again, which is very nice. Both of these are really good. I prefer the backflip because it does come with defense. And definitely want a Smith. Blade Dance is good, and Cloak and Daggers are good because they give us extra shivs. This makes it innate. It will always be in our starting hand. Choke increases the damage. I want to upgrade our defensive cards to incentivize us to play them more. Because we will definitely need it against this guy with his thorns, which multi-attacks are not so great with. We're immediately going to transform him. Why not? The one bad thing with having infinite blades is that it will... If we don't play the shivs, they will just start clogging up our deck. So... that's sort of the upside down side. Like, I'm not going to attack here because I don't want to take an absurd amount of damage. We already lost 2 of our plated armor charges. Okay, let's backflip. Get another Cloak and Dagger. I meant to play a defense there. I might just grab out a finisher because I believe we played a good amount of defense. Yeah, just enough to transform. Glass Knife is really nice. It deals 8 damage twice, but then decreases by 2 for each time you've played. And there. We block all of that, and we got in a decent amount of damage. Okay. Take a bit of damage here. Yeah, this is the problem with multi-attack builds against the Guardian. He really punishes against that sort of thing. And we will perfectly block against this. And we've been getting our finishers only when he's been in transform mode, which really sucks. Okay. Blade Dance. Okay, and now I want a finisher before he transforms, which gives him extra damage. Now I need to defend effectively. That is not really effective defense. I'm not going to play that Shiv because I just want to survive, really. Still got that. And this is, he will not be able to transform. Okay, we can get off a really good finisher here, but I kind of want to. We'll still be alive after that, so why not? We've already taken damage, so it doesn't matter. They're almost certainly gonna kill it. By certainly, I mean yes. Regen potion, 5 regen, basically acts as a reversible. So you heal for the amount, and then it decreases. Ooh, we could get Envenom, or Glass Knife, or Storm of Steel. I never really like Storm of Steel too much because, I mean, usually the cards you have in hand are pretty good already. We're gonna go with Envenom, since it kind of lets us show off a bit of both things. Snecko Eye is good, but Confused is very random. I don't like any of these. I prefer ones which give me energy. But we'll grab Black Star. Grass Guardian. Let's go up here, I think. Cross, up, and decide whether we want to do an elite or just head over to the shop. Okay. The pools. Knock one down. Yeah, they're kind of annoying. Okay, so we're gonna do this. Gonna attack, die, knock that one down. And then we're gonna take that. So that we don't take damage. Which is very nice. Backflip. That was not backflip, that was dagger spray. And then flip for our defense. Yeah, Envenom is a bit expensive because we didn't get a energy relic from the boss, which is very sad. Riddle with Holes is very good with Envenom, but I think I might want to get a backflip just for more defense and some draw to cards that we want. The Vampire event. So we can lose max HP, remove our strikes, and get bites, which can restore HP. Apparently, we can lose Blood Vial. That I did not remember as being in there, which is actually a pretty good trade. Yeah, we'll do that. Because then it takes away the main negative. Wow, we got immediately the other, like, similar event. The Cultists. We could get the Ritual Dagger, which increases damage permanently if it kills enemies, or we can just grab some money. We'll just grab some money this time. We already have a build which doesn't exactly incentivize us to especially figure out a way to kill something. We just want to hit it lots and lots of times. Immediately heal off of that bite, and then finish it. Nari High Poison. And you can see where Catalyst gets really good. If we used it there, it would have been 10 poison, etc., etc. Yeah. It adds up. Oh gosh, we're so close to killing it. Yeah, we'll take the damage. We'll see if we can grab a bite. Yeah. Some practically full health. Speed Potion, 5 temporary deaths, Deadly Poison, Riddle with Holes. Let's grab a Deflect. We have not enough mana, usually, energy. Good Mask, good face, bad face. Half of them are good, half of them are bad, basically. We can just get some money. And let's do it for fun. Gremlin Visage. That is literally the worst one, especially for what we have. We start with 1 week. Each fight. Okay, let's upgrade something. Let's upgrade Envenom so that it costs less. Then we need to get the other Cloak and Dagger and the Blade Dance upgraded. Venom. Neutralize. I don't know why I did that. That was, like, terrible play, actually. Like, I could have just done the, Deflect and the backflip instead of Survivor. We need to work on killing him fast. I'm actually going to grab a... Ooh, that's really good. Honestly, that or Predator is good. Predator draws us more cards next turn. Dash gives us block. Let's just choke, die for damage. We'll get in a really big hit on us, but it just keeps incrementing how many attacks it does, which is really, really hard, as you might be able to guess. I was hoping to drop a Deflect there. Yeah, now it's starting to add wounds, which is where it can really get tough. I might have been wise to use a speed potion there to negate the damage. It's back flip. Flip. Dagger spray. Defend or blade dance. Yeah, now there's a good amount of wounds in here, so we need to start seeing how we can get to a kill as fast as possible. That almost kills us. Gosh. Because we didn't draw any defensive cards. 4 health. Great. That went from pretty good to a very bad right there. Because of Black Star, we get 2 things, Preserve Insect and Snecko Skull, really good. Whenever you apply poison, apply an additional one. And our Emerald Bane, pretty decent with our, with the, why am I blanking? Envenom. Ah, that's pretty good. Double hit for a lot of damage. Ah, come on. Okay, let's then put the dagger. Neutralize. Gremlin Visage is just killing me. Just trying to get in some damage because the more this goes on, the more sustain they have. Okay. Yeah, he will either be healing or buffing the attack of them. And he healed. So, now we're both attacking. I need to use the speed potion. No attacks this turn. And he is making me frail, which decreases my block. Okay, let's try to take out the Mystic. Bane for a whole lot of damage, and he's down. Oh, it's just you and me. And your absurd amount of damage, and my freaking frail, which has now worn off, which is great. Okay, let's bite, and then we can Bane for 20 damage plus poison. And now is when we ideally want to try to not take damage and use bites to heal up. Except that we're going to take damage because he's doing a good amount and we only had our unupgraded defense. Neutralize. Backflip again, see if we get a bite. And he's done for. Nice, solid 18 HP. Let's see. I think another deflect. It just is really good that it's no cost to it, and that we have been having... Yeah, we're just gonna grab Sapphire too. We don't need the extra potion slots. Let's go here to upgrade, which is kind of risky because we are low on health, but with the bites and such, we should be pretty good. We could, like, kill ourselves. I wonder if this will give us the max HP and then the damage, or if it will kill us. Haha, we didn't die. Unfortunately, we will not be able to deviate it, if we even live through this. I was just counting to see if we could really play like everything here, which, yes, we can. Unfortunately, we only got one plated armor off of the Shelled Parasite, and we took the vulnerability, but we did have enough block this turn. Fortunately, we don't have quite enough here. Got another plated armor off. Ow. Okay. Definitely Cloak and Dagger. In this case, it's better actually to lead off with bigger hits, because you want to get lots of hits to reduce the plated armor as fast as possible. Fortunately, don't really have enough to get through, but there goes another 2, and it progressively becomes weaker. Deflect. Take 1 damage. It's really, really close. Too close for comfort, really. And gosh, so close. We live with 3 HP here. I want to get some of my bites, which my wish was granted, and I think we should be better. Yeah. Good poison. And we're at 7 HP, so we're about right where we started. What would I want? Dodge roll is pretty good. Gives us block this turn and next turn. Help us with our defense issues. Yeah, unlike this. This really hurts our multi-attack stuff. Whenever it's hit, it gains 3 block, and it increases. So, like, the next time it gets 4. Yeah. I believe it gives us, like, weak and frail. But not a good turn anyway, since we didn't have any of our shift cards. Yeah, 2 frail, 2 weak. Definitely want to weaken. Nice. Really wish I had my Venom already out. Oh gosh, it does so much damage. I think we're just dead right here. Yeah, we're dead. Well, I wouldn't say that we had a really strong build, and we probably should have rested instead, but gosh, getting the thing which made us either take damage or a curse was a really not good choice. But I hope that this was at least a bit instructive of how the silent works. Can see here basically we have the set of shift stuff, accuracy increases, all of the various poison things, Catalyst being the most important for such a build. Noxious Fumes is really good. Acts like Infinite Blades that each turn you're applying something, in this case poison, instead of just giving yourself shivs. Lots of fun. Cards, Bullet Time. You don't draw extra cards this turn, but it reduces all of them to 0 cost, so you can play all of them. After Image, which gives you block for each card you play. Lots of fun things. Next time we'll be looking at the defect, which is centered around orbs like lightning, darkness, plasma, and frost. Lightning is basically just straight damage, darkness is a building up of damage, frost defense, and plasma gives you extra energy. Lots of fun things. But this has been Slay the Spire, and thank you for watching.